It is Saturday night, boys and girls. The special edition of Butch On Sports is on the air, and yes, I'm doing it. I'm Simply Butch again, yes, and thank you very much. You're listening to Butch On Sports. And as always, thanks for tuning in, boys and girls, ladies and gents, friends and foes. You know where I'm going with this here. You know where I'm going with it. Give you some sports news that you can't get enough of here. A busy Saturday, boys and girls. Going to give you some high school stuff here, some college stuff here. Right now, I am watching Penn State here in a whiteout game. And believe me, I can't tell a pom-pom from a T-shirt. Right now is Ohio State's leading. That's all I can tell you here right now here, boys and girls. It's about after 10 o'clock here. We're doing this Butch On Sports here. And we'll keep you abreast of some of the goodies that are going on here. And while we're talking about college football here, let's, give a salute to Michigan, coming back from 17 points to win their game here. Yes, to win their game against Northwestern. Everybody thought this was going to be a cakewalk, and I scared myself here personally when I looked at the score and saw what it was. And Michigan wasn't doing a doggone thing until the late part of the first half, and then from that, they were looking very convincing. Their defense looked very sharp indeed here. It wasn't for that defense holding things at bay. Michigan, they can call it quits here. But, again, good performance by the University of Michigan. Michigan State kind of edged out Central Michigan today. That game was a little bit closer than the score indicates. 31-20 was the final score. Central Michigan ought to be doing some whipping in the MAC here. We'll see what happens during the end of the season where Central Michigan lies there. But they gave Michigan State all they can handle. And then some. I tell you, it was a slow process for Michigan State. They got a lot of work to do here if they want to be looking very, what I call, invincible there. And so do Michigan. So we'll see how those particular teams kind of ramble on up here as college football is alive and well. I saw some good games today there. Good games, and I'm quite sure you have watched some goodies too. It's just not enough college football. I'm waiting about 10:30, 11 o'clock here when I get to eat some chicken and dumplings here and settle back and watch the University of Oregon play California after they got their rear end kicked last week from Stanford. In the meanwhile, Notre Dame is kind of handling Stanford in their particular game. I'll look at the progress. I'm going to do that right now because I'm nosy. I'm very nosy indeed here. Look at the progress of that game. And Stanford's doing their all, but Notre Dame and their running game is quite tough. Quite tough indeed. I've talked enough about 24-17 to score. Notre Dame is leading. So I'm going to kind of lay off the college football here. And let's move on to, the main course of the day here, the Ryder Cup. And the United States of America can't get it together Sunday morning around about 6 o'clock our time. If you're on the Eastern Daylight Time or Eastern Standard Time here, that's what time is all going to get done. About 11:05 in France. They say 12 o'clock, which is a 6 hours difference from the United States. But their little pregame show and all this other stuff started about 11 o'clock, which will be around about 5 minutes, 5 after 5 here in the United States. So about 6 o'clock, you should be ready for your breakfast or pre-breakfast, or you're sleeping like I am. Some of you getting ready to go to church and do your thing here, but I'm quite sure you'll sneak in a phone or something there to look at the single matches that's going to be commencing there in Paris, France. I got the lineup for it too, by the way. Rory McIlroy is going to be dealing with Justin Thomas. Paul Casey against Brooks Koepka. Justin Rose versus Webb Simpson. Jon Rahm against Tiger Woods. Tommy Fleetwood. Pretty soon he should have a shampoo deal one day here against Tony Finau. That's going to be a featured match. Tony Finau is going to have to kind of dull the hair of Tommy Fleetwood here. He, as a lot of Americans going to have to do. Ian Poulter against Dustin Johnson. Olesen against Spieth. Garcia against Fowler. Molinari against Phil Mickelson. Hatton against Patrick Reed. Stenson against Bubba Watson. Noren against DeChambeau or DeChambeau, wherever you want to announce that particular. They say the first tee-off match against is 11:05 a.m. in France. That means 5:05 in the United States, boys and girls, so don't get that twisted. And I'm quite sure they'll have some pregame stuff on the Golf Channel and NBC. So don't get that twisted either. NBC should go on live with all those particulars there in your neck of the woods. Okay? So I'm just letting you know ahead of time of the goodies there. Good luck, United States. They're behind 10-6. United States is going to have to beat the slobberknocker out of Europe in order to get anything done. And really and truly, I wasn't expecting it to be as close as it was. Europe is looking very invincible. Of course, the United States started off with a house of fire on Friday morning. Friday morning. But then Europe did not care anymore. And they're on a streak that is somewhat right now is threatening to seeing the United States come home buck naked on the plane from the pond and then some with nothing. I'm just putting it like it is. I'm sorry. Detroit Lions will be in action tomorrow. They'll be playing the Dallas Cowboys about 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to announce the Detroit Lions today. They have signed defensive end Eric Lee to an active roster from the practice squad. So he gets a promotion there. In addition, the Lions have waived offensive lineman Andrew Donnell. Okay, he's gone. Waived. Lee began his season with Detroit practice squad, and after most recently spending time with the New England Patriots active roster in 2017, appearing in 6 games, 5 starts with 19 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 1 interception. He also appeared in 3 postseason contests, 1 start, and logged in 4 tackles with the Patriots. Originally, he entered the NFL with the Houston Texans in 2016 as an undrafted free agent out of South Florida. Lee has also spent time with the Buffalo Bills active roster and also the practice squad in 2017, as well as the Houston Texans, that is, practice squad in 2016. So there you have it, boys and girls. 1 o'clock, Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are favored. And I don't know why. However, Dallas is in urgency of winning some games here. But again, they're not well as Detroit is right now. I will say that. If Detroit want to take advantage of Dallas, this will be the time of the year to do that. But they can't come out there all lethargic and not playing good defense and good offense and not being aggressive like they were against New England. New England, they were invincible. And that's the first time I can say that in a long, long time about a football team. So, you like it or not here, Detroit Lions, 1 o'clock. Also some other games there. Of course, Thursday night, if you got to see the game, the Rams beat the Vikings up, which helped the Detroit Lions kind of maybe mend their ways and get some ground gained if they win against Dallas. Thank the Rams here. Rams winning 38-31. Now Sunday, here are the lineups here. The Jets at the Jaguars here. Jets at the Jaguars. I'm going to pick the Jaguars to beat the Jets. The Dolphins at the Patriots. I'm going to pick the Patriots to win at home. Eagles versus the Titans of Tennessee. The Titans are a pretty doggone good team. But I'm going to pick the Eagles to edge the Titans. The Texans against the Colts. That's going to be a pretty good game. The Texans are really desperate right now. I'm going to pick the Colts to kind of edge the Texans in this. Bills against the Packers. I can't say no more. The Packers need a win. Packers going to beat the Bills. The Lions and Cowboys. I'm going to get my better judgment. I'm going to pick the Lions to edge the Cowboys. I don't know why, but I'm going to pick the Lions to edge the Cowboys. Buccaneers at the Bears. Bears look very good here. Buccaneers ain't no joke either. I'm going to say the Bears are going to win in a small consolation, but the Buccaneers ain't going to be fooling around with them either here. That's going to be a good game. Don't be surprised if the Buccaneers can't edge on out of there, but I'm going to pick the Bears. Bengals and the Falcons. Falcons and the Bengals. Bengals are looking like a very good team. Falcons at home, and that's the only reason I'm going to pick them to win. 4 o'clock game, Seahawks at the Cardinals. The Seahawks need a win, like a hawk needs slop. The Cardinals also are in that benefit because they're starting a rookie quarterback in Rosen. I'm going to pick the Seahawks over the Cardinals. The Browns at the Raiders. This should be a pretty interesting game, too. I'm going to pick the Raiders over the Browns. Saints at the Giants. Ooh, this is kind of a little icky here, but I'm going to say the Saints are going to upset the Giants at home. I mean, the Giants are at home, boys and girls. 49ers at the Chargers. I'm going to pick the Chargers over the 49ers. That's a 4:25 game. At late night on Sunday night, the Ravens and the Steelers. That is going to be a very interesting game. Ravens are no joke this year. They got some weapons that they can break out in a battleship here. Steelers are finding their way. They're edging it out. I'm going to say the Ravens are going to win. Although I could be wrong on that one too. So what? Monday night here, the Chiefs and the Broncos. Broncos are looking pretty doggone wicked, but the Chiefs are looking invincible with the quarterback and their defense somewhat here. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to edge the Broncos on Monday Night Football. That'll be it on those particulars. Enjoy, boys and girls. Yes, enjoy. In the meanwhile, a lot of high school stuff there. A lot of high school action. Some of these teams have gained their 6th win of the season. That means one thing and one thing only. They're going to the playoffs. And I kind of want to congratulate Grosse Ile. Grosse Ile is a little island in downriver here. Only fielding 22 guys on the team. Ladies and gentlemen, they're 6-0. They won last night. Convincingly, too. Here's some of the winners here if you have not got a little whiff from around the state of Michigan here. In the Detroit Public School League. I'm just going to name the winners, boys and girls. Cass Tech, Detroit Central, Detroit Henry Ford, Detroit King, Detroit Mumford, Detroit Osborne, Detroit Renaissance, Detroit Southeastern. Those are the winners. Those are the winners indeed. The Catholic School League, these are the following. I'm going to name only the winners. They're Detroit Loyola, Macomb Lutheran North, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, Warren de La Salle, Waterford Lake, the Brew Water League, Algonac, Almond. Those are the winners there. The Charter League, Harper Woods, Chandler Park. And Warren, Michigan Collegiate won. The Downriver League, here's the goodies here. Gibraltar Carlson, Southgate Anderson, Taylor, Woodhaven, Wyandotte Roosevelt, The Huron League, Carlton Airport, Grosse Hill, I just mentioned them. Congratulations, they're going to the playoffs. Milan, Riverview, there's our winner. The KLAA League, Bellevue, Brighton, Canton, Howe, Livonia Churchill, Livonia Franklin, Livonia Stevenson, Plymouth, the Lake Valley League, there'll be South Lyons East, Wall Lake Northern, White Lake Lakeland, the MAC League, the Clinton Township, Clintondale, woohoo, Clinton Township, Chippewa Valley, Grosse Pointe South, Macomb, Dakota, Marine City, Marysville, Port Huron Northern, Romeo, Roseville, St. Clair Shores, Lake Shores. Oh, boy, these are boys. Got some goodies. I'm not finished, boys and girls. Sterling Heights Stevenson, Utica Eisenhower, Warren Fitzgerald, Warren Lincoln, Warren Woods Tower. The MIAC League will be Lutheran Westland, Michigan Metro League, Ecorse, Hamtramck, River Rouge. They're one more game away from, they're getting their sixth win there. The OAA League, Auburn Hills, Avondale, Birmingham Groves, Birmingham Seaholm, Clarkston, Farmington Hills, Harrison, Ferndale, Lake Orion, Oak Park, Oxford, Royal Oak, West Bloomfield, the Southeastern League, the following: Ann Arbor Skyland, Jackson, Monroe, Saline, the Western Wayne League, Dearborn Heights Crestwood, Dearborn Heights Robichaud. They're having a good year, Robichaud is. Garden City just beat the crap out of Romulus here. I know they're still dancing in the streets in Garden City. Redford Thurston. Other games that will play: Allen Park Cabrini, Ann Arbor, Gabriel Richard. Boy, there's a lot of games here. Let's see: Auburn Hills, Oakland Christian, Birmingham Brother Rice, Detroit Catholic Central, Detroit Country Day, Detroit Edison. That sounds like an electric company. That was a forfeit, by the way. Detroit Edison winning over the Detroit Delta Prep. If you didn't know, Detroit Delta Prep got 5 days to close down their school doors because of mismanagement and disrespect to those kids. We'll talk about that a little bit after I give these scores here. A little editorial on that particular there. Detroit Public Schools Safety, Flint Kersley, Madison Heights Bishop Foley, Madison Heights Madison, Manistee, Sterling Heights Parkway Christian. Those are the scores that I just gave that I have. I know it's a whole heck of a lot. I know on Monday at 6 o'clock hey, you can listen to the game on 95.1, The Eagle, WUPN. Okay, Scott Nason, Dave McKay and company. Yours truly will be kicking it in around about 6:40, 6:45. And we'll all give our little comments on what's going on in high school sports. Great job of local sports going on in the Upper Peninsula on that particular show. So you might want to join on there at 6 o'clock on the live goodies in there. About 7 o'clock, we do our podcast there that you can hear exclusively on the Game Sports Show website, and also the game show on potbean.com, okay? Oh, boy. I did promise we'd make a comment about Delta, this particular school here, Detroit Delta Prep. Just the other day on Thursday, they had a great meeting here, a meeting of the minds, and Delta Prep decided they wanted to close their doors, giving children only 5 days from count day to find a new school. This was on Thursday. I don't know what these people were thinking about during the summer months that they waited so long to have a meeting to decide to close the doors in 5 days. But a bunch of clowns, and I don't care who they are, Deltas or whoever it may be, whoever running this school system there, and I'm quite sure it's a charter school from Ferris University. I don't think Ferris University had the ideal in town that this school was just going buns up. But for those kids to be inconvenienced like they are, their parents and all this other stuff there, that's just totally ridiculous. Where has this world coming to when we don't think about our children better than what we do? I'm not going to say anymore because that's stupid. I have some more choice words I could say, but I'm going to keep them to myself. You know why? Because I'm going to talk about Stan Van Gundy. Oh, let me get some other scores here, too. Red Wings win tonight. They beat Toronto. Isn't that good? That's good. I think that's great myself here, personally. And on the other end of the boat here, Detroit Tigers are playing also right now here. I don't know what the score is, so I'm just going to find out. Personally, Detroit Tigers are playing. Are they playing? Are they still playing? Before Milwaukee is leading the Tigers by a score of 6-5. That's in the bottom of the 8th inning. Might be already in the 9th inning right now as we see in commercial break. So we don't know if that game is over or not yet here. We'll tell you in a moment. Let me get to the Stan Van Gundy particular story there. Stan Van Gundy, who got fired from the Detroit Pistons at the end of the season, for his own doing here, by the way. The Free Press reported, along with the New York Post, reported Stan Van Gundy now is employed again. As much doggone disfavor he had with this particular organization, and I'm talking about ESPN, they decided to break bread, and he joins his brother as being an employee of ESPN, and he's going to do a whole heck of a lot of studio work for the NBA. And we're talking about Stan Van Gundy. That was the news that was reported on early Friday morning. And I just got everything confirmed like this afternoon or something here. So, hey, take it for what it's worth, boys and girls. Take it for what it's worth. Yeah, that is a final 6-5 Milwaukee wins. Okay, over the Detroit Tigers. Too bad, Detroit Tigers. Okay, as we watch California and Oregon run on the field. Oh boy, it's time for my snack and all this other good stuff here. However, oh boy, I just wanted to get it out of the way. This is the end of the week here. We're done with all the end of the week and all the other goodies here. Hopefully you enjoyed three nights out of the week that we do Butch On Sports. We're going to do it again next week and the next week and the next week. And if something happens. Thursday, we will not be on because of the Detroit Red Wings home opener. Yours truly will be down there. We will do it on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. We will do it on Friday. We'll come back at you on Saturday. How about that? Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, with the same goodies that we gave you today here, and hopefully some more there. Again, yours truly. And let me speak on this too. I'll try to more or less have a lot more to do. The Hall of Fame ceremony for Michigan Sports Hall of Fame was Friday night, last night there, and B.J. Armstrong and whole mess of friends there. Robert Porcher. The list was long, and I saw a whole heck of a lot. Like a school reunion because I've seen so many people I haven't seen, only but special occasions on certain things. This was one of them there where everybody just shows up here, And it was pretty nice indeed to take in the mass of people who, again, showed up for this grand occasion there, saluting these All-Stars. But I will promise you, on Tuesday, I will give you the list of all the inductees who went into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame last night. Again, a joyous occasion indeed here in the Motor City at the soundboard at the Motor City Casino. I think I am done now. I can honestly say I'm done now. So, without further ado, I'll put some background music on there and let you know that Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. You can listen to Butch On Sports on Facebook, boys and girls. I don't want you to forget it. On Facebook. Yeah, and give me a like too if you got some time on Facebook. You know, maybe I'll kind of put that on when I post this. By the way, you can check me out on Podomatic. That's SIMPLYBUTCH.podomatic.com. You can also look at us or listen to me on the game on sports show on the game at podbean.podbean.com. You can also listen to me on iTunes here. I'm just giving it to you. And, you know, they're supposed to be fixing up the website at the game, so you can listen to it on their main website, which yours truly wasn't included on that. And I cried. I cried very hard. It was sad. Hey, check me on out there. Again, have a remaining rest of the weekend here. Check you out on Tuesday, boys and girls.